I don't see the light. There's the light. There we go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the first meeting of the zoning board for 2024. Just to let you know, just a reminder that there is a meet and greet for our new town manager who is present tonight. Not that we need to talk to him, just he's getting the lay of the land. So welcome, Mr. Wright, and we will welcome everyone to the meet and greet, which is the 17th, I believe, 5 to 7. Okay, so we have an announcement, public comments. There is a quorum here. We have 5 zoning board members. This is an opportunity for citizens to address the board on any matter pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551.007. The board is not permitted to discuss or take action on any presentations made concerning matters that are not listed on the agenda. Presentations are limited to matters over which the board has authority. Speakers have up to 4 minutes or the time limit determined by the presiding officer. Each speaker must have submitted their request to speak by completing the speaker's form or may email asantos@trophyclub.org. One also reminder is to put everyone's phone on silent. You know, it's that we're back into that time frame and we don't want to be in. So everyone reaching into their pockets. Okay.
Nobody's here to speak.
Okay. No one here to speak? First agenda item is nomination and election of the vice chairperson. This is necessary for our operations. Do we have any nominations? Reed? Reed has nominated himself. And do we have a second for Mr. What's your name?
I would second that.
Okay. Thank you, Doug. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We got unanimous. Tammy? Okay, the next one is nomination and election of secretary. Anybody? Thank you, Doug. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. Thank you, new officers. Sure, it's going to be a busy and hectic year that we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. Anyhow, on to the third agenda item, which is case ZBA-24001, our first 303 Skyline Drive. Conduct a public hearing and consider action regarding a request made by Justin Davis for a variance to sections 14.02.351. Fencing, retaining walls, and screening of the town's zoning ordinance to allow for fence in the building line / property line of this side yard adjacent to a side street at 303 Skyline Drive, Trophy Club, Denton County, Texas. Mr. Cox, would you like to, we would like to open this case?
Open at 6:09.
I'm sorry, open it?
Discuss.
Yeah, what time?
Open at time 6:09.
All right. Good evening, Chairman Bowman and board members. I trust you've gone through the packet. I'm not going to read everything verbatim, but I was going to kind of show you why Mr. Davis has filled out the application. In section 1402.351, under the fencing and retaining walls in our ordinance, it says, and I'm going to quote this, side yard adjacent to side street, side yard fences shall be located within the side yard building setback and not extend beyond the building line of the side yard adjacent. So what that means, I'm going to show you, this is an overhead view of his property. And then this is currently, so Mr. Davis, at this location, there is no fence there. So he's not asking to move the fence anywhere. This is a request to build the fence in a certain location. Okay, here on this diagram, this is a plat of his property. What you see is the blue line is the build line. So he could come in today, pull a fence permit, and he could put a fence on that blue line right there. And we'd approve it and move on. Because of the uniqueness of his lot, what he's requesting is, you can see the yellow line, that's the property line of his, at his property. We have not had a survey done, he hasn't either, but that's approximately 11 to 12 feet away from the curb. So where that yellow fence, or that yellow line is. The side yard setback is around 20 feet, and the house is approximately 21.2 feet from the property line. There are no sidewalks in this neighborhood. There's no driveway or visibility issue. As an adjacent lot, we've discussed that, before, is people pulling out. You've got issues with fences. Just the safety issue of kids on sidewalks, things. If the fence does get approved this evening, we would still request from the applicant, we need to see where utilities are. This was platted back in '96. And so at the time, they did not include any utility easements or things like that on, we don't have that to be able to see. So that would be one thing that we would request on that. I'm here for any questions. The applicant is also here for any questions, but I was going to go through a few of these photos. Again, this is existing. It does show where the current property line is and then where the proposed fence would come out. He is requesting to do a wrought iron fence. Also, on one of the sheets that's in your packet, you'll see where they've got all of the neighbors have gone and signed. They do like what he is proposing. There was one neighbor that did not make their signature on there, and they are here this evening. And then we also have some photos of just some surrounding homes that are not in this cul-de-sac, but nearby, that are showing where they've got fences within 10 feet of the curb as well. So if you got any questions for me or the applicant as well.
He says he wants to build a wrought iron fence.
Yes, sir.
He would not be able to change that material if we approve this.
That's correct.
Okay. And I'm assuming it's a wrought iron fence similar to the ones we have that are adjacent to a golf course.
That's correct.
So they're, what, 4 feet tall or something like that?
Well, no, we've got 6 feet
Okay,
throughout town as well.
okay. I'm good with that.
Building on that question, say the individual sells a house and a new owner comes in, will that material of wrought iron fence be required for all future replacements?
This would be approved for exactly what y'all are, if y'all say that's for wrought iron, then that's what it would be approved for.
So infinite.
That's correct.
I guess just trying to, excuse me, get my bearings for the cul-de-sac. Does the proposed fence, it tracks exactly the yellow line that we have on page 4 of our packet? Yeah, you can use that one. So it goes all the way around the cul-de-sac, and then does it meet with an existing fence on the very bottom portion of that graphic that you're looking at?
No, sir. Let me do an overhead. So you can see where the yellow line would be. That's property line. So you can see where I might be able to, right there. And this is front yard to this home.
Okay.
So you've got three houses in this cul-de-sac here.
Looking at that fence line, so it's going to circle around the entire, they're going to have it around the front of the house or around?
No, sir. No, this is just depicting an overhead. This is the lot.
Oh,
This is
okay.
the entire lot of. So what he was asking about is where the fence would stop and was there another fence and there is not. This is just front
That's
yard.
it, yeah, right, right.
So,
So yellow there, but yellow here.
Yep, yep.
So our packet, page 16, shows pretty much where,
Or, yeah,
in yellow, it
5.
shows where that fence is going to be.
yes,
Yeah.
that's correct.
And he won't have it against the wood fence that's along the back or the side there.
Yeah, I believe there's wood fence along here. Yes, because they have a swimming pool.
Any further questions?
Just to be clear, the proposed fencing, specifically as it pertains to the area around the cul-de-sac, it's set back at least 10 feet from that curb?
From the curb, yes.
Okay.
So we're projecting as best as possible, just going off of Google Maps and then off of Bluebeam, it's around 11 to 12 feet.
Can we take a comment from the public? There is an individual who raised their hand.
If you go to the back, state your name and address.
Daniel Getchker, thank you for the opportunity to speak. My address is 203 Clear Vista Drive, 76262. Of the three houses that you saw up there, mine's the one that's catty corner to it. And we just really, my wife and I are excited at the prospect of having a fence because it's been incomplete for the longest time. If you look at it, it looks incomplete. A wrought iron fence there just elevates the look and just really brings some closure and some aesthetic appeal to that area. So we're looking forward to your blessing and approval of just moving forward with the deal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So now we close it, and we can have discussion among the board, or
Amongst, yeah, you close it, state the time.
close it at 6:18, and there's discussion among board members? Anyone have any comments?
I drove by it and looked at it and kind of imagined what this wrought iron fence would look like. And I agree, it's going to enhance that neighborhood quite a bit.
Yep.
Even though it's a great neighborhood anyway. It looks like when you drive into the cul-de-sacs, it looks like something's missing.
I do agree.
And I think that this fence will add, I don't know if the other neighbors are going to add to the fence there or not, but this one, I think it'll make that yard much more useful as well. So, yeah.
Any comment?
Agreed. Yeah, nothing else for me.
Anything? All right. I agree. I think it'll be an addition, especially with someone would have kids. It'll be a way to keep them under control. Not that kids are out of control. Not that I'm making that comment, but I'm just saying having some. Been there, done that. Do we have a motion? Do we have a motion to approve or to accept?
I'll motion to approve as presented, that it'll be solely wrought iron and set back at least 10 feet off the curb.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Aye. Okay, thank you very much. Congratulations to the homeowners. Look forward to the nice addition to the neighborhood. The second case we're going to open at 619, case number ZBA 24-002, the Falcon Estates, to conduct a public hearing and consider action regarding a request made by Dean and Company Custom Homes LP on behalf of the landlord or landowner, Ward New Horizons LLC, for a variance to zoning regulations to allow for third and/or fourth car garages to face the street for the Falcon Estates at Trophy Club Lots 1-8, Block 8. The properties are located south of Kent Street between Trophy Club Drive and Mona Vale Road, Trophy Club, Denton County, Texas. Open at 6:20.
All right, good evening again. As you stated, the homeowner, or home builder, Dean and Company Custom Homes, they're requesting approval of a variance to allow the third and/or fourth car garages to face the street within Falcon Estates. Section 1402152 for R12, the single-family district regulations, it states attached garages shall not face any public dedicated right-of-way or golf course. So that's why we're here. This is the fifth case that y'all have seen. I believe our last meeting, we had 3 that were just back-to-back from Dries. This will be the 5th and final of the gas well sites. It is the applicant's desire to construct homes with third or fourth car garages on any or all of these, I think there's 7 lots. The hardship stated in the application is the zoning requirement for the home and driveway access of R12 district does not match with the surrounding homes, which is PD 27. Notice of public hearing was published in the Forest Star Telegram, and notices were mailed out to all the property owners. At this time, the staff, we haven't received any against or for this, and yeah, we haven't received anything in opposition or in favor of. And I'm here for any questions, and the applicant is also here, the builder.
Any comments, questions? Did we all remember it from November?
And Garrett, I know you weren't here,
wasn't
but
here,
if you
so-
have any, if you want any more details or any questions, I'll be happy to
What was the decision before?
go through them. Well, a lot of questions came up on just how the wording, the third and fourth car garages, and I think there was a few individuals, and I think we even had some in the audience, that what they were imagining was a house with 3 and 4 car garages just coming off the side. And what the applicant is wanting is if the house has a third car garage, or third or fourth, then it would be facing the street. But the rest of the homes are all J-swing. So your primary garage, your 1 and 2 car garages, they will not be seen from the street. And so we've got pictures, and I think Dries, if y'all recall, they had a diagram that showed just how many, it was 80 or something % of the homes around some of these. But the photo there shows, and it's also in your packet, that's depicted of a third car garage. Most of them just hold a golf cart.
But before, was it approved? You said there was 3 or 4 before
They were.
they were approved?
Yes.
I think one thing is, when I first heard 4-car garage, I was envisioning side by side. These are stacked. The third car is, or fourth car garage is behind the third car garage, correct? It's not that you're going to have 2 garage doors side by side.
Yes, I think we only had 3 in town that actually truly had a fourth car garage.
Right.
But some of these lots are pretty unique, where they're very wide. So you feasibly could probably do a fourth car on some of them. But we just didn't, the applicant didn't want to limit themselves as just a third car facing. So they're following suit with Dries.
I saw the applicant back there nodding his head that the intent is not to have 2 door, or. That's correct. So, and that just want to clarify that for you so that you're not visualizing something. Anything else you would like to add?
No, what's the applicant?
Any board members have any comments? Or I guess
Close it.
close it for questions, and now we have discussion.
What time?
We close at 6:25. Conversation?
I'll make a comment. But I think one of the beautiful things about Trophy Club is that we don't have front-facing garages. But with these, how they're trying to fill in these well sites and compact these houses, and the renderings look pretty nice. So I didn't know if I voted for one of these last time. I thought I voted no, but
One of them he didn't, but I can't remember why.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
picked and
yeah,
chose.
yeah. I may have seconded the motion, but wanting to hurry up and to, and to vote no, but
What a team player.
that's the only one I've got.
But as we said, we have approved something very similar, actually, exactly similar. And so anyhow, that's my only comment. So,
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it. I think that with whatever happened to cause those gas well sites to be able to be plugged and utilized, both by the current applicant and the priors, I think with the limited number of lots and the level at which they're building these, I think it's a really good addition to Trophy Club. If it was for, 200 homes that all theoretically had the possibility for 1, 2 side by side, front facing, I might want to look at it in more detail, but I think as presented, and I think given our last decisions, I think it makes all the sense in the world.
Nick, do you have any comment?
No problem.
All right. Anybody want to put forth a motion?
I'll motion to approve as presented.
I'll second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. The closed at 6:27. Okay, our next action, number 5, is to take appropriate action. Oh, sorry. Take appropriate action regarding the October 12th, 2020 Zoning Board of Adjustment meeting minutes. So we all have these minutes here, and it looks like 3 of us were here that are, board members that were present. So I read over them. They look good to me. Any questions or comments regarding it? We can look to see how you voted there, Doug.
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
There's the 4-1, case 2.
There it is. That's it.
Okay.
So anyhow, regarding these minutes, do we have a motion to approve?
I move to approve the minutes as printed.
Thank you. Second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Doug. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we have approval. Thank you very much. Our last action is to receive an update from Matt.
All right, the only update I really have is we're not having a meeting in February because we would already known by now any applicants that come in. So no meeting in February. And really just the newest news is a new town manager. So we're excited.
All right. Then do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
All right. Thank you very much. At 6:29, under 30 minutes. Thank you. Enjoy your evening.